This is your Toronto FC match preview as the Reds head to Harrison, New Jersey, Red Bull Arena to take on the New York Red Bulls Saturday evening. Gareth Wheeler alongside Terry Dunfield with you. Let's start off with Toronto FC, coming off the 5-3 victory last weekend over the LA Galaxy, falling midweek in the Campeones Cup 3-1 to Tigres. On what kind of form are Toronto FC heading into this game, Terry?
I think if you look at the LA Galaxy game, I think we saw Vasquez, Javinko, and Altidore out together and an offense really ticking, and Zorio scoring a big goal, that fourth one to go up 4-3, Jay Chapman scoring. So I think going forward, TFC are in a very good place, and I think in MLS play, I think TFC need to focus just a little bit on not conceding and really making the opposition work to score goals. I think going forward with TFC are in a great place.
Yeah, I think the attack has been good and there's been a lot more fluidity. Greg Vanney did say post-match on Wednesday that Victor Vasquez could have played. Instead, he was just rested, and we wait on the status of Sebastian Javinko. The hope is that he will be good to go on Saturday as well. It's defensively where there's been some issues. Let's be honest about it, that Toronto FC haven't been that resolute defensive team that they were last year. In fact, they haven't picked up a clean sheet since July 28th. Is it just managing mistakes at this point, Terry? Is there anything foundationally that they should alter?
I think it's a few things. I think there's individual errors where Greg Vanney and the coaching staff must just be like, are you kidding me? And the players sort of know that they can do better. And I think these mistakes come maybe a little bit of fatigue from fixture congestion, a lot of travel. I also think TFC have changed the way they've played formation. It's been a back three, it's been a back four. There hasn't been consistency. But for me, I think the biggest one is personnel. I think TFC have really missed Drew Moore at times. Chris Mavinga's back training. He's hopefully a little bit closer. But I think TFC, to stop conceding goals, I think you need consistency there. And you need to see the same sort of back three, same back four. There's been a little bit of change in net as well.
Our junior did play on Wednesday night. He's back in the selection mix for Greg Vanney. These two sides did play back on July 1st. It was Canada Day. It was so hot that day. An early goal conceded by Toronto FC, a sloppy one at that, sunk them on the day, but they had plenty of chances. They outplayed the New York Red Bulls, but since that time, the Red Bulls have a new manager in Chris Armas. They're second place in the Eastern Conference table, and they've conceded the second fewest goals in MLS as well. What makes the New York Red Bulls such a good team, Terry?
Yeah, since taking over from Jesse Marsh, he's just tinkered things a little bit. Their press isn't quite as kamikaze. It's a little bit more decaffeinated. Right. I think they pick their moments when to go. They're a little bit more pragmatic in possession, which I think suits Kaku. They've got two fullbacks that love to get forward. It was a wild game, their last one against DC, 3-3. Bradley Wright Phillips scored 3. He's one of the best strikers in this league, a striker that really comes alive in the box.
Yeah, it's a tough place to go, isn't it, as well, Terry? And you're right, Bradley Wright Phillips was the Alcatel MLS Player of the Week, and they're jockeying for position, and they want to come up with a big performance as well. So how does Toronto FC get the better of the Red Bulls?
I think Acosta and Wayne Rooney in the last game for DC caused a lot of problems, sort of playing between lines and in gaps. So I think Zorio Vasquez is going to be important. Another sort of side story as well, which is interesting, is Chris Armas, the coach of the New York Red Bulls, was Michael Bradley's mentor when he was in Chicago as well.
Cannot wait for this one. Plenty of star power will be on display. And never mind looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, it's Toronto FC. It's up to them to just take care of business, focus on the task at hand. Another must-win game this Saturday. You can watch on TSN at 5 p.m.